Hello guys, it's Sean here, and today I'm going to be giving you a complete class setup for my favourite Call of Duty gun, the MP7. Now, I'm going to give you the full tutorial on an easy way to get gold, bloodthirsties, and I'm also going to give you my full class layout. Now, I'd like to start with how to get the easy headshots. Now, to get easy headshots with the MP7, you're going to want to have laser sight equipped, and then aim for the upper region of the body. Because of the recoil on the gun, the tip will move higher and it will shoot them in the head. This usually works. Now, the MP7 can be quite a tricky gun to goal if you're not exactly really good with SMGs, as I found it took me the longest out of every SMG I have golded so far. Now, there are some tips that I'd like to share with you, apart from the headshot one, which are things like how to get double kills. Now, the tip to getting double kills is having all fast attachments like fast mag, quick draw handle, and an FMJ. This way, you can quickly run in, reload if needed, aim fast, and shoot them. Now, always recommended for the MP7, you need primary gunfighter. This gun works so much better if it has 3 attachments, wiser than 2. And my second tip is do not put a sight on the MP7. The perfect iron sights on this gun are just amazing, and if you have just the bare sight on the MP7, I can ensure you will get a lot more kills than having target finder or reflex. But if you are the type of person who uses a sight on all guns, I would recommend using the EO tech. Now, I would like to move on how to get revenge kills. Now, I think this is quite self-explanatory. If you know how to get a revenge kill, you need to kill the person who previously killed you. So a smart way to do this is go to a house where is a regular visiting place. So people always come in there and try and kill you, but not enough so that the whole game just trespasses through there, like the castle and studio where everyone just goes to kill each other. I mean kind of like the tiny little tunnel in the middle of Hijacked where there's 2 entrances, windows for sniping, and you should probably go there, get yourself killed, run back and kill the person who killed you. Now, should be easy for those who know the maps well, know who killed them, and can remember vaguely where they killed them. Now, I'd like to move on to the bloodthirsties. Now, this is tricky, I'll be honest. I find the bloodthirsties very tricky for an MP7, or the majority of SMGs, and they are the dreaded. So I would like to give you a little guide on how to get this done really quickly. But this will only make sense after I give you my class setup, which I think is pretty decent, but it is really your opinion on what to change and what you should keep the same. So first, I just like to start off with the perks. So for my first perk, I usually have lightweight. Now, I have lightweight because if you're a type of rushing class, you need to make sure you won't die from dolphin diving out of windows or dolphin diving to prone from a far distance, and you need to make sure that your rushing is perfect. Or ghost if you're that type of person who's a high level and still likes to rush. I prefer to have lightweight though, as it completely makes me invulnerable from the falling damage that I would usually take, as I am a very clumsy Call of Duty player and I would have tended to die a lot more from falling damage. And I generally have lightweight equipped on all of my classes. Now, for perk 2, I recommend fast hands. Right? Now, this is for throwing grenades quickly, just to make sure, even in the worst situations that your MP7 can't handle, you always have a backup, such as a lethal, which I'll get onto in a minute. And then for your third perk, you're going to want to either have dexterity or extreme conditioning, tactical mask or engineer. That's just a complete your choice. There is really nothing to do with that, but I would recommend extreme conditioning or dexterity if you're a rushing class, and if you're a strategic class, I recommend using engineer or tactical mask. Now I'd like to move on to the tactical and lethal, or the grenades. Now for your tactical, I recommend either having an EMP grenade, a smoke grenade, or a black hat. Now again, it kind of depends on which the type of player you are. An EMP or a black hat if you're a hacking player to take down the things trying to kill you so you can get the players. EMPs are probably more helpful than black hats, even though black hats can hack air assaults. If you have EMPs, they can be very helpful with the MP7 as they stun the people you're trying to kill. So I recommend taking any of them. Yet smoke grenades are good if you're a very tactical player. Now on to the lethal, no doubt C4, because it's a quick to throw. It's the highest damaging explosive, or so I'm led to believe, and it is very good in my opinion, as you can have defenses that aren't bouncing betties. Now, adding to the tactical side, you can have shock charges if that's what you like to. If you like to know when your enemies are coming, but I don't like that type of thing in my classes. But it's quite decent for sniping classes, I have to admit. Now I'd like to move on to the gun itself. Now, for a secondary weapon, you don't want anything. You're just going to have the bare old combat knife. For wildcards, you're going to have primary gunfighter. Thus, you can have 3 attachments on your MP7. Now for the long-awaited attachments. What you want for your attachments is now I'll explain all these attachments. First, you want extended clip. The point of having extended clip is to run into a room and take everyone, and I mean everyone out without a doubt. Now, normally, I know the MP7 already has an average decent mag, but I've got to be honest, I'm not such a fan of going in with only 30 mag to use, and I don't think it satisfies the whole thing that the MP7 is, and I don't think it can really handle a whole takedown. Now for my second attachment, I recommend laser sight. Now once again, this is for hipfire accuracy. Now this can be chosen over some other things, but I'll get on to what they are in a minute. Now with the MP7, these are some attachments I recommend. Now, honestly, extended clip is needed. I think that's a very valuable attachment to put on this gun. Now, I would personally go with extended clip, silencer or suppressor, and FMJ. Now, I have some other decent attachments that you could use, depending on the type of player you are. My class is for rushing, so on maps such as Hijacked, or Studio, or Encore, this is a decent class setup. But if you're going for a more strategic class, as I mentioned earlier, you might want to boost your accuracy, and you might not want to worry about having perfect stealth, because I'm going to explain how all these attachments work in perfect harmony in a second. Like, firstly, the silencer keeps you off the map. No one can find you whilst you're rushing. Lightweight stops you from taking damage when you try and jump off something, again, helping with the rushing. Dexterity or extreme conditioning allows you to sprint longer to avoid people who are trying to shoot you. The grenades, C4 allows you to blow up people behind you easily. EMPs allow you to stun people in front of you to take them down. And then having a combat knife, there is really no point in that, but it's just so you can fit the rest of the class on. And now with the the attachments, having the silencer keeps you off the map. The FMJ equals out the damage, so it puts the damage that the silencer would take off back on. Then the extended clip helps you take out the rooms. Now I think this is a really good class, and I can get mercilesses and ruthlesses all over the place with this. It's really easy to get bloodthirsties, without a joke. You should try it. Now, leave me a comment in the video and tell me what worked for you, if there's any improvements I can make to my MP7, and what gun I should do a class setup for next. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later. Goodbye.